Hey, what's up guys, PVHD here, back with the third episode of Road to the Ultimate Skill Team. Now, apologies that I've not had this series out more frequently. It is down to the fact that really, when I've been playing FIFA, I've only been playing, to record, for recording purposes, just for Skill to Division 1. And so I haven't had really the time to be able to do this series. So, I've not really played that many games with the third player. This episode is Jaja. I've not really had that many games to play with him, although he is a very good player indeed, don't get me wrong, but we'll talk about that more in a moment. Now, if you're watching this on random FIFA videos, I would appreciate it if you just go down into the description, click my channel link and watch this video on my channel, and then you might see some of the other series that I do and you might enjoy them, and you could subscribe. That would help me out a lot, guys, if you would do that for me. I would really appreciate it. And just before we get into the video properly, even though we're like a minute in now, I do have a bit of a cold at the moment, / hay fever, a bit of both. So if I'm sounding a bit dodgy on the mic, I do apologise for that. Anyway, we'll get on to the squad and Jaja himself, the review of him. Now, as you can see, we used him in a 4-3-3 squad. A non-rare team is for the 3.5-star tournament. I know it's a 4-star team, but I originally didn't have Jaja in there, and then I've just been playing a bit of what's it called, seasons with this squad with Jaja on the bench and just subbing him on. But it is a very solid squad. We have Frey net, right back we have Pereira, centre back is Mangala and Koscielny. Then we have this left back from Lille, pretty solid player indeed. A central midfield, I can't pronounce these two names, but I can't pronounce his name, but he plays for Sevilla. It reminds me of a lot of Pogba. He's quite a solid player, to be quite honest. And then central midfield we have Fernando, Danilo Diaz, Labyad, and then up top we had Rodrigo, and left wing we have Munayin. Very solid team indeed. Everyone gets 9 chemistry, but enough of that. The player you all want to see is Jaja. Now, he has 68 pace on card, 74 dribbling, 73 shooting, 57 passing, 42 defending, and 67 heading. Now, straight off that pace, you would think, oh no, you don't want him, he's very, very slow. But I'm sure a lot of you guys have used him, and he's not. He's got 75 plus pace, I would say, in game. His shooting is about 79. His passing is no way 57. It's got to be higher than that. It's got to be about between 65 to 70, I would say, maybe a little bit higher. His defending is really irrelevant as an attacking midfielder, and his heading is really good as well, because he is 6'2", I do believe. He's left-footed, 3-star weak foot, 5-star skills. He's 6'3", apologies for that. And I've had him a while, but I picked him up for 10k. He probably has dropped in price a bit, I would expect, due to this Team of the Season cards being released, especially the Barclays Premier League ones recently. But as you can see there, he got 3 goals in 13 games for me. And I did actually play a lot of games offline against my mate, so I've played a lot of games with this guy. And I got a lot of clips against them, so he did get more than 3 goals for me. Although there is a bit of a screamer in, a bit of a beast goal in there. If you've watched any of Bateson's top 5, you'll know exactly what it is. But yeah, guys, we'll get into his in-game stats in a moment, his positives and negatives, and then I'll give him an overall rating, and we'll briefly touch on his traits as well that he has. So I will be right back, guys. Alright guys, so we're back with the in-game stats of Jaja, which will shortly appear on the screen for you. As you can see, he has some really good consistent stats. I'm going to let them play out, just mention a few of them. I think there's 81 ball control, he was really good finishing, free kick accuracy and dribbling. He also has a big 90 shot power, which is absolutely insane on a silver player to have. 80, I can't even see what that is, but you can see all of his stats there. We're also going to have his top 6 stats at the bottom of the screen on the border, so if you're interested in that, then you can have a look at that. I'm going to briefly touch on what I thought his strong points were. Now, for me, the first one has got to be his shot power and his long shots, basically. He does have the long shot taker trait, which does help, obviously, when taking shots from distance, hence long shots. That does help a lot, combined with that shot power and the long shot, which I do believe his long shots are 75. Don't quote me on that, but you can see at the bottom of the screen what they are on the border. He's really good at that. His free kicks also, he has the power free kick trait, which means he has the drilled stance. So like you'll see here, this is a perfect example. I didn't actually manage to score one with him. I've scored one previously, but I didn't include it. And you can see he has a big run up, and he does have a bit of a rocket of a left foot on him. And the other trait, the third trait and final trait that he has is flair, which obviously does help when, you know, doing skills and doing Rabonas, scoops and all that shazazz. It's brilliant. Here's the goal that was on Bateson's top 5. His dribbling is next for me. It's absolutely brilliant. It's insane. Combined with that strength, which really does help him as a player, due to the fact that he doesn't have the best of pace. But when you combine strength with like good dribbling, obviously it's also always going to help. And you know, his finishing isn't too shabby either. So those three combinations make him a really solid player and make him one of the best 5-star skillers on the game. You know, for silver especially, he's an absolute tank. Even like up against gold 5-star skillers, he's a really good player, and I do enjoy using him indeed. The only thing that really lets him down that I can say is his pace. You know, it's not too bad. I can work with it, but obviously in this day and age, when it comes to FIFA, everyone just has those really fast teams. And you know, when you're coming up against such as like David Luiz, Felipe Santana, Dede at the back, you want someone with a bit of pace to burst past them, pull off the skills, and then obviously create chances and score goals for you. And that is literally the only downside I can give to this player. I really did enjoy using him a lot. And he's a good assist maker, considering his passing's quite low. So what rating are we going to give him, guys? Personally, for me, I'm going to give him this is really tough, an 8 out of 10, 8.5 maybe, one or the other. I'll let you guys decide, because I'm sure a lot of you guys will have used him. So in the comment section down below, that's all I would like you to do, is comment saying whether you liked him or not, what rating you would give him. And, you know, if you're enjoying the series, that would also be nice to see, as it is very motivating indeed. That's everything from me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed episode 3 of Road to the Ultimate Skill Team. If we could get 30 likes, that'd be amazing. Subscribe if you're new around here, and I will see you next time, guys.